quick. I've tracked Zeitel and Sasha to the ship's stern. They're having a rather heated conversation. See if you can listen in. I'll track their movements.
We've a problem, Zeitel.
Which is?
The Rubaiyat, it was not at your drop point.
You are sure?
Most definitely.
But I put it there myself. What happened?
There's a third party on board. An agent working against you. Against us.
How do you know?
My servant saw them at the drop. They now have the Rubaiyat. This could ruin me, Zeitel, if I were found out.
We should take precautions.
What about the painting? Did your associate bring it up from the cargo hold?
No, I don't have it.
No? But I put it there myself.
Sasha, I've discovered a traitor. Don't look so startled. It is not you.
You mean Hadelitz, your associate?
No longer my associate, I am afraid. Willie was an intellectual, and intellectuals aren't smart enough for espionage. Now, I must recover the painting, and its plans. I fear this third party may already have possession of it.
And Hadelitz?
Thank you for asking. Willie will bring no further harm to the fatherland, I assure you. Let us plan.
Hello guys and gals, we Mudahar, and welcome to another episode of Deep Web Browsing, Dank Web Browsing, the time of the week when we go to a part of the web that's a bit too dank for regular viewing. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to our very first website. Hi! Sorry, I was channeling Mudahar there for a second. Way back in the fucking day. Anyway, yeah, welcome to the next episode of Titanic Adventure Out of Time. As you can tell, I have a bit more energy tonight. I think I'm all amped up because I was working on Lily's timing belt and had me all like adrenalized. Still not done with that, by the way. But anyway, welcome back to the game. You may notice we are in a completely different spot than we were in the last episode. And that's because I did a bit of digging last time we quit the episode. I had realized that we actually missed a side quest. It's kind of like Fallout. It's got kind of this game has side quests that if you miss the point to do them, you never get to do them again. And this is a cool one. We also missed our chance to find, and talk to the Gorse Joneses, which are two characters that are entertaining as heck, but they only appear like 3 times in the game. And the first time, you actually have to use the fast travel, and it's just like random whether or not they appear. And I have it saved right here. I started a new game and saved right here to where you actually run into them, and you get to do the side quest. So yeah, but okay, that was weird. Game minimized. Anyway, what I was going to say before I was really interrupted, and let's talk to good old Third Officer Morrow. He's a good guy.
Hello, what can I do for you?
Everything quiet out here?
Too quiet.
Thinking about your family, huh?
It's Annie. With Matthew so sick, I worry about my wife.
Maybe Buick Riviera, the card player, can help somehow.
Riviera? The Frenchman? You're joking. Man should be pitched overboard. The crew's scared to death of him. Say he can predict the future. An asset if you're a professional gambler.
Asset on the Titanic.
One of the best. Worked the North Atlantic run for years. Card shops usually use an alias, but not him. He's got the devil's luck.
Oh, he's an asshole, ain't he? Alright, well, good night, Officer Morrow.
Good night.
Alright, so, before I screw anything up, let's go ahead and fast travel. And that should take us right to the Gorse Joneses. Or not. As I said, it's totally random. There they are.
I say, what's your step?
Are you hurt, Henry?
No harm done. No harm.
I'm so sorry.
Trot on my toe.
We're the Gorse Joneses from Haltwhistle, you know. How are you finding the crossing?
It's been very busy so far.
You're English, then? I would have thought American. Oh, my. I didn't mean to insult you.
Can't hold a thought.
Dreadfully large place, America.
Brain like as if she's got...
All that space, and all those immigrants trying to fill it up. I was just commenting to Henry. On a white star crossing, one meets all the right people. While we were just chatting with a delightful elderly couple in the reception. The Strausses, wasn't that right?
Own a small dry goods store in New York somewhere. Called Macy's.
On D-Deck.
Ribena, must you always finish my sentences? You're as jumpy as that American chap, that photographer.
Yes, he was just snapping away.
Taking pictures of some German colonel and that Englishman.
Snap, snap, snap.
War's coming all right, mark my words.
War? How beastly. Will Mr. Burns have to fight? He and his wife, such sweet things. But I do see her point. It is their honeymoon.
Look at her frickin' hat.
Why he insists on snapping
It's
those
massive.
photos, I haven't a clue.
For God's sake, woman, talk, like a madam in a Rangoon bawdy house.
Henry, that's unspeakable.
So don't speak then. Yaps
Owned.
loud with a scrum of rabid corgis. Now see here, this Burns chap.
If you want to see something interesting, take a look at his pictures. He's on C deck, cabin C, 78.
Same floor as me. Let's turn the music down a tad. But yeah, I think I remember talking earlier how I was going to use fast travel. Well, that's part of the... Spoonie? It's frickin' Spoonie from Spoonie Experiment. What's he doing here? Seriously looks just like him. Anyway, yeah, this happens really early in the frickin' game. This is like before you even get the Rubaiyat, when you're still trying to figure out who the bad guys are. Which is why I think I frickin' miss it all the time. And because I said I wasn't going to use fast travel. I think you can also trigger them by using the lifts, which we haven't used yet, so I think I'm going to start using those more, because that guy's entertaining too. So here he is, 278.
Yes, can I help you?
You're Eric Burns, right? You're Eric Lundholm, right?
You found him. What do you want?
Do you have your photo equipment with you?
I set up a small darkroom in my cabin.
May I see your work?
Well, unfortunately, I don't have time to show it to you.
Your dedication is admirable.
Gee, thanks, I think so. I wish Stephanie agreed with you. My wife's angry with me because I've spent more time with my camera than with her. She just doesn't understand that a photographer can't stop taking pictures, even on his honeymoon. Have you seen Stephanie? She's wearing a blue hat. I better wait for her.
And that's wise for you. They're always getting pissed at you about something. Sure glad I don't have one. And there she is. She's like, who are you? I'm like, bye! Now you run off.
Hello. Good to see you again. Did you see Stephanie?
She's at the grand staircase. Though I'm not going to tell you if it's aft or forward. You'll have to find that on your own.
She must really be sore with me.
Or what floor. Yeah, you should tell her to buzz off.
Maybe that's none of your business.
Ah, come on. Come back out here.
You're a real pain in the neck, you know that. Don't bother me again.
I'm going to bother you again.
Look, I told you. Oh, all right, what is it? Don't tell me you ran into Stephanie.
Yeah, she's at the grand staircase.
She must really be sore with me.
I'm glad this guy has a short-term memory loss. You should tell her how much you care.
You've got pretty good advice. I'm going to find her right now. Excuse me. Good night.
And while he does that, I'm going to sneak into his room. That'll be fun. I'm sure this isn't illegal or anything. And look how short that bed is. It looks like it got some of that memory foam stuff. Titanic was ahead of her time. There's the dark room. And we'll go ahead and just look through these people's clothes. I kind of like that one. I like that stuff on there. Alright. Nice. Can't forget to look at his clothes. And I'll take one of his hats. Can't click on that one. That one's forbidden. Where this clothes right there. Isn't this creepy? Some guy could just come and look through all your clothes. Anyway. So here's the dark room. We got 3 pictures in here. If we expose them to the light right now, it's going to ruin them instantly. Ellington gelatine print out paper, 10 sheets, keep cool and dry. We got a little devil guy right there. Let's look at some of these photos. That's nice. Very nice. Ah, she's honking the horn. Isn't that cute? Yep. Little doggy. Alright. And we got a little light here. Red light. Alright, let's go turn off the lights. There we go. Turn on the light. We got our little dark room going on. Film development. I guess it's sponsored by the Titanic. For optimum results, make sure you have turned off all light sources where the film will be exposed. Turn on darkroom light, open film cartridge, and remove paper. Place in start bath for about 15-20 seconds. You should begin to see the image develop. Remove from start bath and place in stop bath. Wait another 10 to 15 seconds. Remove from the start bath. Image should be clear and fully developed. Okay. Hang to dry if desired. And I do not desire it. Okay, there you go. And you don't really need to count these old games. You can kind of cheat them a little bit. So as soon as you see this turn 3 times, we know it's 15 seconds. Okay. And this one, as soon as it goes into your inventory, you know it's been long enough. There you go. Ah, it's Sasha Barbican. Barbican. And there's the painting, the company that's shipping the painting, or at least what is being said as, anyway. Let's see what this one is. Yep. Okay. And you might remember in the last episode I was kind of rushing to get to the painting on time. There's Sasha Barbican and Colonel Zeidel. So now we know they're linked somehow. Anyway, so yeah, we know that I was trying to get to the painting before it disappears. I actually found out that from the moment you give Penny Pringle the Rubaiyat, it actually starts a real-time timer. You have 10 minutes to get to the painting, or else it's gone. And there's Willie von Hadelitz. That's the guy that's traveling with Zeidel. And he's with some lady who seems entranced by him. And he seems embarrassed. We'll take that. Okay. Go ahead and leave. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go back to our save. It's not the same save we had when I quit the last episode, but it's at the exact same spot. I made a new save where we have the photos. So I'll go ahead and do that. There we go. There's the photos. Penny took one of them. She took the one of Zeidel and Sasha. Anyway. Let's see. Talk to the purser.
Yes, can I help you?
Let's go ahead and check the, no.
That's all then, is it? Good night.
Alright. God, this music's so loud. Oh, that's why. There you go. So yeah, so I've changed my mind, and we're not actually going to get the painting. I actually want it to get taken, because we can get it again at the end of the game, and it's kind of a bit more cinematic that way. Because if we get everything now, the end of the game is going to be way too easy. we are at D-Deck reception again. Got our buddy Max. And I'm trying to think about what we're doing, because now we switched and I'm confused. I think we just sent the, I just need to talk to the purser.
Yes, can I help you?
I need to ask him to get to the cargo room.
Away, go away, I'm too busy. Mr. Isidore Strauss, he's lost a cufflink, and he's so particular.
I can find it for you.
Thank you. It is a gold cufflink. Mr. Strauss will be very grateful.
Of course it's gold, he's a baller. So now we know from talking to Max that Isidore Strauss was sitting right here. And there it is. You guys have seen my Honor and Glory demo will know about this. This is why I was making such a big deal about when I saw it in that game, the reference to this game. There's the cufflink. Go ahead and give it back.
Yes, can I help you?
Yes, can I help you? Here's the cufflink.
Wonderful. Mr. Strauss will be quite pleased that I found his cufflink. I shall deliver it at once. I'm just sure his gratitude will be reflected most generously.
Yes, I'm glad I could get you a good extra big tip. But thankfully he left the window open so we can lean in and get the keys. Taking a look at them. These are keys to a Renault. This is the famous automobile that's in the Titanic's cargo hold, and really was. We can use this to trick the crew into thinking we're one of the carters coming to check on our little car.
Evening.
Watso, I'm Biddeth the tenant, and you'll not find one better.
Mind the gate. It's a cold night, this. Pretty much everyone's early to bed. Makes me job that much easier. Your deck now.
And more boring. Alright. Go on up. And I just did that for no reason. Alright. Going down to the cargo hold.
Nobody's allowed to... You've got the keys. You're a carter. Of course you can enter. Right this way. Come to visit your new automobile, have you? Can't say I blame you. She's a beauty. Gleaming like a new penny. Right this way. Mind your head, it's dark in there. You'll find your way from here.
I love you. You were so excited there at the beginning. There we go. There's the little car right there. Turn on the headlights. And as if it's looking right at it, there it is. Here's the name. But it's gone because we took too long. That's okay though. Alright. Go ahead and head back up. Now we get to tell Penny that we failed. That'll be fun. Because you know Penny Pringle, she's all about accepting your failures. Go ahead and take the long way down. Na na na.
Did you get the painting?
No, I didn't.
Blast. Someone got there before you. If only you'd been faster. That snooty steward Smethels was looking for you. Find him and kick him smartly in the shins. Here's a message for you.
Okay. Now that's going to progress the plot, so I think what we probably should do, let's go ahead and continue the plot with Conklin and him wanting me to talk to his maid. Because they're actually waiting at the poop deck, which is further up. So let's go ahead and do that. Get all the side quests done. There we go. Here we are, second class area here. Going down to third class. Haven't been on the butt of the Titanic yet. That's why they call it a poop deck. No, not really. There's the ocean. Cute. And there they are waiting for us. Hey guys, how you doing?
What did I tell you, Shay? I knew he'd not come in person.
Hush, Jack, hush. Conklin, he did send you, didn't he?
Conklin told me to meet with the lady.
I told you, it's a trick. I knew Conklin wouldn't come. He sent one of his cronies instead.
Are you Miss Hager's friend?
I'm her brother. And Conklin, because of him, Shayla's had to leave everything and everyone she knows.
Jack, don't.
That son of a bitch. She was his maid and all the time violating it.
Hush, Jack. I'll have no more of it. Go on, Jack, say it.
You tell Conklin we have his letter, and he'll not be seeing it till he coughs up a tidy sum, too.
How much for the letter?
5,000, do you hear? Dollars. Enough to get her started right in America. And if he moves a hand against us, I'll make sure the newspapers get the letter and print it. So tell Conklin. 5,000. Measured against what he has, it's a bloody bargain.
That must have been a frick ton of money back then. I must go.
It is here again. At 1 tonight.
$5,000, then he'll get his damn letter. Agreed?
Everyone left on the ship will be here by 1. Because it's sinking. I'll have to ask Conklin.
It's your only chance. We'll be waiting for you.
Hey, Titanic. Look out for any icebergs, okay? Jack! It's where we first met! It's actually predated the movie, but it's funny how many things in the movie are kind of similar. Alright, so Conklin, I think, is on B deck. Let me look at my little book, my little notebook. Yep, B-59. And one more floor. It's over here. 51, 55, 59.
Come in. Come in.
Oops. Hey Conklin, how you doing?
I'd hoped to meet you earlier, however my wife and I were calling on the Astors. Madeline's pregnant. Beatrix was thrilled. We have no children.
Jack wants 5,000 for the letter.
I see. It's a ransom. May I present Mrs. Conklin?
Hello again.
You should pitch the ungrateful girl overboard.
Charmed.
Your clothes, French cut. Quite fetching. Delighted to meet you.
Beatrix is on her way to California. She's got a new project in... Where is it, dear?
A cow town, someplace called Los Angeles. I'm doing up a little resort there. It's called the Beverly Hills Hotel. So, where is the Irish tart? Dreaming of her newfound riches?
We were just talking about that, darling.
My husband and myself extended every courtesy, showed every kindness to Shayla. We've no children. Shayla became quite dear to us. So her theft hurt us all the more for the trust we placed in her. Don't fail us. Now, excuse me. I must retire. I have a frightful headache.
Maybe if you took off that hat.
It was a pleasure. Good night. Andrew?
My wife felt strongly about Shayla. As I've told you, we need no children of our own. Look, you must get that letter. Don't wait until tomorrow. See if you can speak to Shayla directly, without her brother. She's in the third-class cabins forward, on F deck, number 59. Good night. I'll speak to you tomorrow.
No, you won't. That's kind of funny. They're in B-59. She's in F-59. But yeah, so what we know from Jack, her brother, is that Mr. Conkling there was either raping her or I don't know, just forcing her to have sex with him. So that's pretty messed up. Ah, the promenade. Alright, well, I guess we'll go ahead and just head right there. And I don't know why I did that. I'll have to go back on, back to the second class stairs again. Go down to Scotland Road. That's how we can get to the F-deck cabins. Probably would make more sense to have had that last part and this part be a little more separated. Maybe me doing other stuff, but kind of done everything else. The crew passages. Go all the way to the front. This is heading towards the front. Oh, hey Trask, what's up? Why are you looking creepy?
A fine night to be indoors, cold as the dickens outside. Cold but clear.
Okay, we already did this. This is because I started that new save. I guess I didn't talk to him.
Clear as a bell, and the stars. Oh, you should see a million Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Alright. BF-59.
Jack, is that you? I'll be right out. I don't want to wake the baby. Oh,
It's not Jack.
but we were meeting later. Where's Jack?
I don't know where your brother is.
Please, I don't want no trouble. I didn't know the letter was so dear. I just wanted to take something, anything that looked valuable. For the baby. It was Jack who read it. Saw it was bad for Mr. Conkling. He said the bit about selling bad steel would ruin him if it was to get out in the papers.
Well, tell me about the baby.
My baby, Eddie. He's the only reason I stood them last month at the Conklings. I knew Mr. Conkling weren't going to leave his missus. I was only a parlor maid, but I didn't care. I was happy to have his baby. Him and Mrs. Conkling. I thought they was so kind. Until I found out.
Find out about what?
That Mrs. Conkling was going to steal my baby for her own. Once I had it, she would fire me and take Eddie for herself. She can't have her own babies. So they used me to get one, to get Eddie. When I found out that was her plan, I left. I didn't know the letter was anything. I thought it might hold a pound or two.
It's pretty fucked up. Tell me about the steel.
Anyway, Jack, he says Mr. Conklin got the letter from an engineer up at the mill.
What'd it say?
Said the mill's been making bad steel. High in sulfur is what he called it. The steel's no good, and they put it in the Titanic. It'd be a scandal if it got out. That's why Mr. Conklin wants the letter back. But Jack, he says Conklin'll have to pay us to get it. $5,000. Huh, Mrs. Conklin's probably behind it. All she cares about is a fine name and pots of cash.
Yeah.
And a baby. But she won't get Eddie. No, she won't. And if she tries, I'll ruin her. Make her poor as me.
Alright, well, good talking to you. Good night.
Well, that's Eddie. Bye. Don't forget about our meeting.
So it's even more screwed up than we thought originally. It's almost like both the Conklins had planned for him to screw her on the side just so they could get a baby. That's really messed up. God, this track is foreboding. There's the engine room. I've actually looked on the diagrams. That goes down to the electrician's quarters. It's interesting. There's a website called Encyclopedia Titanica. And has all of the floor plans for the ship. It's interesting how accurate this map is to the real deck plans. Anyway, so let's find I guess we'll go ahead and find our buddy Smeddles. See what he has to tell me. Sorry about that thing with Reverend Trout. I guess I was bound to screw up things like that when I rushed through the game to get a new save made. Ah, there he is. What are you doing out here in the cold, man? You looking for me?
Still wondering? This ship holds a strange fascination for you.
You have no idea.
Most peculiar. I have a message from a young German gentleman by the name of Haderlitz. He would like to meet you in the squash court. They've opened it for him. Highly irregular, I must say. Especially for fencing.
So, Willie wants to meet me. He's Colonel Zeidel's assistant. Is he alone?
Surely he is. The percentage of passengers demanding the courts late on a Sunday night is small.
Probably.
Minuscule, actually.
And you said fencing, right?
Yes. Apparently he does not favor racket sports.
How do I get there from here?
If memory serves me, there is an entrance to the squash courts on D-deck. Meanwhile, I shall inform the young German gentleman that you will meet him presently.
Alright. Oh, Titanic, what big funnels you have. Alright. Now something else. This is not a marked quest, but it's something important to do. So we can go back to Sasha's cabin. And yeah, we have a crew member working on the electric. Because if you remember, when we talked to Charles, George's husband, who's working with Sasha, he said that he switched George's necklace with a fake one, and that Sasha is keeping it. So we gotta try to get it from him.
Hello. Just seeing to the electric. The fuse box there. She said we've had no time to check her wearing. Adek's been complaining about the lights all night. We'll get her straightened right out. That is if I can find my screwdriver. Wager I forgot it below. Dawn now. Be right back.
Alright. Sasha's room's A14. And off he goes. Turn electricity back on. Wasn't me. Wasn't me.
I say, hadn't you seen the steward? The lights have gone out in my cabin.
Try down the hall.
Damnedest thing. Excuse me, I'm going to get some help.
Just slip in real quick. Alright, so here's what an 8-deck cabin looks like. Full of all his paintings and stuff. God, that's back up again. Alright. And welcome to the most difficult puzzle in the entire game. The little Russian doll safe thing. And so here's the trick. You gotta move these around. And you gotta move them around so that these 4 numbers equal these numbers. But at the same time, you know, like you get 1 and then all the other ones are screwed up. So you gotta get all 4 in line. And it's not easy. Thankfully, I wrote down the answer. It's still gonna probably take a couple tries. Let's see. Sorry, it messes up the music. Okay. That it? Oh, cool, I got the first try. Okay. And there it is. There's the real necklace. Go. And, I showed you one way to die last time. I guess I'll show it to you this time, too. Let me save first. Yeah, so if you just take the, diamond necklace and leave.
What are you doing in my cabin? You must leave immediately. You have stolen from me. Now I must take what is mine.
Then he shoots me. That's funny. I guess I haven't seen that more than once, because it's weird. You don't even see him pull a gun. You just hear bang, and then you're dead. Bang! Alright. So let's try that again. I gotta solve it again real quick. Alright. 0. Alright, so there's the real one. We'll go ahead and put the fake one in there. And we'll have Sasha fall for the same trick Georgia had fallen for.
What are you doing in my cabin? You must leave immediately. You need to tend to your own affairs. Fortunately, you've left my valuables undisturbed.
Of course I have. Alright. So, let's see.
Where to?
D-deck.
Mind the gate. Did you attend the party last night on D-deck? Seen the Lady Georgia, did you? Noticed those diamonds round her neck? A bloke could be set up with those. And her. Pity she's unhappy. Her husband always arguing with her, like just now. Almost there.
Alright. Alright, so here we are back in D-deck reception. I'm gonna go to the D-deck cabins. These are the forward cabins. And here's the door to the squash court. I actually had an interesting discussion with a guy on the Titanic Honor and Glory group on Facebook. That's accurate, an accurate layout here, but that right here where the landing is, there would have been E-deck. And there would have been an entrance here to E-deck, so you could get to this place from D or E. But I guess they just streamlined it and made it a wall. Anyway, and this was a crew. This was a sliding door, but they just made it a regular door in the game. It was like a crew passage. Alright, let's go ahead and see if Willie's here.
Thank you for coming. I do not meet so many people on the Titanic. It is a pity. I like the English. I wish I knew more of them. Now you have the opportunity of fencing with me. 3-time champion of my university. You are also an excellent athlete, yes? Colonel Seidel believes it so.
Colonel Zeidel is correct. I am an excellent fencer.
The Colonel is very seldom confused about anything. You will play. If you win, perhaps I relate to you some stories.
He cocked an eyebrow. Okay, my foil, please. I get to see the funny minigame. This is pretty funny.
Allez.
Alright.
Allons. Sehr gut.
Sehr gut.
Allez. Et là.
Ah, you got me.
Allez. Sehr gut.
Alright.
Allez.
Verdammt. Alright, one more time. Oh, dang it.
Et là.
Ah! No! My frickin' cursor went off the screen. There we go.
You fence well. You are a great athlete. The Titanic, how quickly she is moving. The engines are loud here. We are nearing the Grand Banks. The Vikings thought this part of the North Atlantic cursed. Even modern sailors call it the Devil's Hole, a place of deadly surprises. Things aren't always what they seem, yes? Like me, for example. I am German, but I am also a friend to others. Perhaps even the English. Another match? Afterwards we can tell more tales. Another match?
Another match. So yeah, so if you're not catching on his subtleties, he's trying to relay some secret information to me in a sort of covert way. So I gotta keep fighting him.
En garde.
En garde.
Allons-y. Et là.
Ah. It's gonna get harder too.
Allons.
Ah, verdammt.
Sehr gut. Allons.
That, like, helmet thing is really freaking creepy, by the way.
Touché.
Ah!
Allons-y.
Alright.
You are a great athlete. Take this in friendship. May it bring you luck. A thing I fear we shall all need. But if anything should happen to me, I trust you will know what to do.
Okay. Tell me more about you.
You do? Remember, only one thing is certain, and the rest is lies. It is a quote from an old book I had the recent opportunity to read. But I tell you more. I am associate professor at the University of Vienna. I document the mythos, the legends of mankind. I'm on my way to New Mexico to study the Yoni Indians under Dr. van der Plaars.
Tell me more.
I am interested in what Dr. Freud calls the unconscious mind. What happens below the surface of experience. Tell me, what frightens you more, fire or ice?
I'm interested in the same thing, actually. Subconscious stuff. How much you want to bet, and I don't know this for sure, but how much you want to bet the quote from the book he recently read was probably the Rubaiyat. So what am I more afraid of? Probably fire. Fire always seems like people suffer more.
The ancient Aryans believed man would see 4 ages. According to them, this is now the Wolf Age, an age that ends with ice. After the Wolf Age ends, mankind shall experience a fire that will burn for 2 generations. Clearly a metaphor for a war we must all try to prevent.
Yes?
I wish we had. What's Zeidel's interest in art?
Why do you assume he is interested in paintings?
I said art, not paintings.
Yes, art. That is what I meant. And you are mistaken. Colonel Seidel cares little for art, unlike his friend Herr Barbicon. I notice he
Sasha.
likes old Vienna, for he has many pictures of the city. If the fire comes, my friends will favor the English over Germany. Another match?
Well, who favored the Americans over the Germans in World War II? Sure, let's fight one more time. Maybe he'll reveal some more. If not, we'll just leave.
En garde. Sehr gut.
Yeah.
Allez, là.
Ah.
Allons.
Come on. Yeah.
Allez.
Got him.
Allons.
One more time.
Sehr gut.
There you go.
You fence well? Very good. You have proven yourself, and I must confide in you. Colonel Seidel suspects I fail my friends more than Germany. He's right. Another match?
Huh, well, that's a big thing. His friends over Germany. Who are his friends? I really can't remember if he says any more, so let's do this and see.
Sehr gut.
Ah, come on. Yeah.
Touché.
Touché. Touché.
Sehr gut. Allez.
Come on.
Sehr gut. Allez.
Ah, come on.
Sehr gut.
There you go.
You fence well. You are a great athlete. Another match?
Alright, that must be it. No, I've got to go.
Let us meet later. I will tell you more. For now, keep the ring. I bid you good night.
Bye. Alright, so let's see what the ring is all about. Star with a red background. Looks very Soviet. We got some writing. This must be the one ring that to rule them all. Alright. Wonder if we go back in there. Is he still in there? No. Alright. He's vanished. Alright, so I think probably what we should do is visit the purser and check in the rubaiyat and the diamonds, because they are plot-sensitive items, and there comes a point in the game where if you have them on you, they will be gone, and you'll have to get everything at the end of the game, and it's hard as crap.
Step lively. Where to?
Let's go back to C deck.
Mind the gate. Did you attend the party last night on D deck?
Yeah, I did.
Seen the Lady Georgia, did you?
Uh-huh.
Noticed those diamonds round her neck?
You know, you just said this to me,
Be
right?
set up with those. And her. Pity she's unhappy. Her husband always arguing with her, like just now. Almost there.
I say,
Oh.
how are you getting on?
Hey there.
Getting on? We use gangplanks, if I remember.
Quick as a cow she is. Seen Guggenheim about?
Such a gentleman, extremely attentive to the ladies.
Especially his mistress. They say he stashed her on board somewhere.
Really, Henry? Not Mr. Guggenheim?
The Titanic's not a damned rectory, you know.
But Henry...
Quite the randy old goat from what I hear.
My goodness, I've forgotten completely. I have a message for you. Mr. Trask in D2 said you were to meet him where honor and glory crown time. Where honor and glory crown time? What do you think he meant?
Good night.
Good night.
Well, thanks to Titanic Honor and Glory, we definitely know where that is. Let's talk to the purser.
Yes, can I help you?
I'd like to check something in. The Rubaiyat.
Very nice. Security is our first priority. I'll put it in the safe.
I'd like to check something else. The real diamonds.
Yes, indeed. All jewels go right in the safe.
Okay. Good night.
Very good, then.
Alright, let's talk to Trask. Hey, Trask. How you doing, buddy?
You've arrived. I was expecting you.
I'm sure you were.
Don't think we've met. I'm Leyland Sekum Trask,
yes, we
metaphysical
met.
Scribe and evangelist for the supernatural. I was just holding court with these two ladies. Honor and glory. Crowning time.
Yeah.
They say 100 wood carvers worked on the Titanic. Such effort. Now in such danger.
You sense danger?
Yes, for the ship. And for a mutual acquaintance.
Alright. So what's wrong?
I visited with a very nice woman in second class, a Mrs. Hart. Won't sleep a wink at night, she says, because something dreadful is about to happen. She believes to call this ship unsinkable flies in the face of God, and such arrogance will be punished. She should join the Bureau.
And that's a real story, too. Yeah, Eva Hart was a little girl that, she was one of the youngest survivors of the ship, and her mother, she said her mother said that very thing. She, like, knew something was going to happen. So yeah, read something. Let's see. See if what he says about the pictures.
That man is hiding something. He is desperate.
And Willie?
Not a bad photograph. That's Willie von Hederlitz, is it not?
Yep. Alright, so what we really need is for him to read the ring.
I see your friend, Willie von Hederlitz. He is in very great danger. The ring. Yes, did you notice the Russian characters on the inside band? Willie has a hidden life. There's a girl, a pretty girl. Hederlitz knows her. Show her the ring. She'll help you. Good luck.
Okay. See you later.
Good night.
Alright. Well, that was the electric camel he was in. Apparently Zeidel must have sabotaged it. Hey, you got anything new to say?
Hello there. You again. You seen Hadelitz's gal, Clarice Limehouse? She must have a cabin on D-deck, near reception. And could I receive her in a New York minute? Willie's girl's got some class to her. Main line all the way.
Where'd you say her room was?
Somewhere's on D-deck. Willie came by here earlier. Good night.
Night. So that must be the girl that he's with in the picture. Let's see if we can find her. These are all the D-deck cabins, so I guess we'll just knock on all of them until someone answers. Oh.
Yes? You want something?
Yep, that's her. We recognize this ring.
It's Willie's ring. Willie, what's happened? Something bad, hasn't it? Something to Willie. He told me if I ever received this ring, I was to know that whoever gave it to me was a friend, and to tell them about the notebook, that they should find it.
What kind of notebook?
Willie's hidden a notebook on board, that's all I know. Now what about Willie? Is he hurt?
I need to find him.
Oh. He told me jokes. Bad ones, but he made me laugh. Not like Mama's friends. Mama, she doesn't like Germans, unless they've a title to their name. But I like Willie. A lot. May I have it? The ring?
Sure, why not?
Thank you. I'll never forget this. Willie's in trouble. Please help him if you can.
Did she say anything else?
Please. I can't speak. I'm too upset about Willie. Good night.
Just wanted to see if I get any more information. Alright, so I actually haven't been there yet with you guys, but yeah, we'll go ahead and go down to the Turkish baths, which you guys will also remember from Honor and Glory. There we go. This place is pretty accurate, except you'll remember in Honor and Glory this was an open staircase, not a closed one. There's Scotland Road. That would have been the second and first class cabins over there, or auxiliary cabins. Around here. Turkish bath. Let's see. Actually, I don't think we're supposed to be here because Smettles and Officer Morrow are supposed to be in front of the door. So I think what we should do is probably talk to, and yes, I'm cheating. Let's go ahead and talk to Penny. See what she has to say.
Quickly, there's not much time. Willie Hadelitz is dead, electrocuted in the Turkish bath. I heard one of the officers talking about it. This may not have been an accident. Apparently, someone wants that painting badly enough to kill for it. Do you have it?
Let's see. It's missing from the cargo hold.
Not doing so well, are you? Someone must have taken the painting before you got there.
It's alright. Willie was working for the Russians, though.
Young Hadelitz, a Tsarist spy? It's beginning to become clear.
He had a notebook. Yes, he did.
A notebook? Zeitel's previous mission was aiding a band of Russian revolutionaries called Bolsheviks who want to overthrow the Tsar. The Germans would like nothing better than to see chaos in Russia. I'll bet that notebook's got names of Russian radicals.
Ah.
Such a list would be very important to the Okhrana, the Russian secret police. With it, they'd root out the Bolshevik ringleaders and eliminate a threat to the Tsar, which would certainly help the rest of us.
Did Zeitel kill Willie?
Quite possibly. We need more information about the murder.
So what do I do now?
If Hadelitz was murdered, you'll need protection. Here, this pen releases a single burst of knockout gas when opened. Find that notebook. It could be vitally important. Go investigate the situation at the Turkish bath. Move.
So we got this pin. Oh, there we go. Just used my one shot of gas. Not really, but I'm not going to use it for reasons. Can we teleport back where we were? Yes, we can. Okay. There we go.
What have you heard? Anything? Tell me.
I know Hadalus is dead.
You knew him? Look. Don't breathe a word to anyone.
What will you do?
Do? Bloody well nothing. Not till New York. The rest of the passengers must not be alarmed. Ismay is going to raise hell when he hears. And I thought this would be an easy trip.
Did anyone see anything?
Talk to Smethers, his steward. Say the man came down here after using the squash courts.
You mind if I look around?
Be my guest. Mind you, it's not pretty. Now if you'll excuse me.
Morrow sure is cool with me. He lets me do anything.
Most regrettable. Most regrettable indeed. The young German gentleman, dead. In the electric bath. Quite unanticipated. He was alive. Most vocally, too. Just a few hours before, arguing with someone on B deck.
Who was the other person?
The gentleman's voice was unfamiliar.
What was it about?
About a painting. He'd misplaced it. And the other gentleman wanted to know where it was.
It must have been Zeidel. Is he still in the bath?
Yes, I believe Dr. O'Loughlin is waiting to move him, so as not to alarm the other passengers. It is, I must warn you, a most unpleasant sight.
Thank you, Smeddles.
Very good. This is most irregular. Most irregular indeed.
It's about to get a lot more irregular. Alright, so here we are again. This is an interesting fact that they actually modeled the Turkish bath here after a picture that's pretty popular. The only thing is that this picture is from the Olympic, who's Titanic's sister. The whole room is basically flipped once this way in Titanic. And these portholes aren't looking outside, they're looking into another hallway. So it's not technically correct, but the actual room looks correct. There's actually footage from the ship you can find where they actually managed to get into the Turkish baths, and all this fine tile work is still in the ship. It's not even cracked or anything. It's crazy. Like, the whole floor is full of silt and stuff, but the walls are just fine. It's crazy. We got our little weight. So you can see how much weight you lost by sitting in a steam bath. And this is totally going to break the game, but I'm going to do it anyway. If you click on this from here, you'll go here, and big box PC games, oh my god! Tale of the Wild West, T for Teen. Yeah, these were Cyberflix's other games. Skullcracker, the meanest monster killer around. Looks like Escape from LA, even though it's New York. Oh, there's the Twin Towers. Oh, that's not good. There's also a little pamphlet on the electric bath here. I won't read this, but you can read it. This is what killed Willie. Cool. Alright, let's go see Willie. There he is. He was just frickin' alive a second ago. That's pretty creepy. See. And many knots unraveled by the road. So we'll go ahead and steal that evidence. Alright, Willie, well, it's good knowing you, man. In a way, you're kind of lucky. You get to avoid what's going to happen. Alright, so... Now, Trask is an expert in all things, so let's go ahead and talk to
I'm
Trask.
the lift attendant, and you'll not find one better than taking you where you want to go. Where to? Mind the gate. Did you attend the party last night on D deck?
Yes, I did.
Seen the Lady Georgia, did you? Noticed those diamonds round her neck? A bloke could be set up with those, and pity she's unhappy. Her husband always arguing with her, like just now. Almost there.
Fancy meeting you again.
Snooping about the decks again? What fun.
Oh, Henry, snooping. Really? Such dreadful taste.
Reminds me of that chap Burns. That's a photographer who took pictures of the ship.
You should look him up. He's on C deck. He has such a lovely wife, too.
I say it's late. Must run. Goodbye.
I wonder why I would want to talk to him again. I guess we can. Hey Trask, how you doing?
Can you feel it? The air has changed. It's clammy, cold, like the ice caves in the Eiger. But you're not here about climatology. What do you want?
Can you tell me more about Willie Van Halitz?
I don't think his death was an accident. He has double-crossed the Colonel. That may help you.
See, he's a real psychic, because he knows stuff. Like, that he shouldn't know.
The Titanic was never christened. Very bad luck for a ship. They say that when building her, a worker was entombed in the hull. And though we've 2,000 on board, the Titanic is only half full. The world's wealthiest men, Henry Clay Frick, J.P. Morgan, the Vanderbilts, canceled their trip. They know when to listen to their gut. The vibrations of the astral plane are quite strong. Whatever happens will be quite interesting.
Would you like a reading? Can you read something for me?
Certainly. A passage from the Rubaiyat. Many knots unravel could mean a rope. Complete the rest of the verse and you'll find your answer. Good luck.
Okay. See you later.
Goodbye. I'll be here if you need me.
Alright, let's check out Burns, and then I'll have to end this episode, because it's been an hour.
I've got even more photos. Look at
Eric, who's at the door?
Stephanie. She's still sore. I want to get her a gift, you know, but it's too late.
Eric!
Got anything Stephanie'd like? I'll trade you. These photos for something for Steffi.
That's why I need the prayer card from Trask. I'll get that for you guys between episodes, so we can talk to him and get the painting or whatever he has in the beginning of the next episode. Okay? So, see you later. See you next episode. Bye!